So yeah, we're going to do some sleuthing as we play some Sherlock Holmes. Seizure warning, yes. It is of a time when people were horrible to about, every minority you could possibly think of. So yes, take everything with a pinch of salt because, the past be a shitty place, basically. Let us not live there. It is a silly place. But yes, Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. Taking a day to finish recovering. Oh, it was a long week, was it? How did it all go in the end? Because this past weekend was the culmination of all that hard work. Right. Volume levels? Is that okay for folk? I will bring up Mixer just in case I need to lower the volume just a bit. I mean, in fact, I'm just going to nudge it down to 80 at the moment. If I need to do any tweaking, let me know. 12 out of 10, not worth it. Oof. Okay, anyway, hopefully we can take your mind off it a bit. You got breakfast sandwich and new coffee. Ooh, what variety of coffee have we got? A mother's love asks the receptionist about my room. John steals bad photos. Find a quiet place to disguise yourself unnoticed. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's particularly loud, but if I need to, lower levels, let me know. Alright. Now, one, I'm interested in level of quality, but also, I am actually kind of rooting for this game. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of the entire series and things like that, but the shit Frogwares had to deal with the previous publisher.
Of the good stuff, and you'll see the back of any seasick.
You kind of want this to
support, John. Don't suppose
pay
you
off for
actually
them.
brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
Ah, that's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Ah, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
So, have we got control of Sherry here? So it's pretty smooth on here, but it looks a little bit framey on the preview. How's it looking for you lot on stream? I mean, I'm not getting any encoding overloads or anything like that. Like I said, it is framey. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see how it resolves when we get into gameplay and not a cutscene. I don't know. Like I said, it's smooth for me here, so I don't know if it's just a weird thing with OBS. We will see. But as I was saying, so yeah, if anyone doesn't know the background, Frogwares' last game, Sinking City, which we did play, they had horrible time with their publisher, who basically stole the game from them.
Catch up. Yes, yes.
Hey, Jimbo! Yeah, playback can be silly sometimes. So, let's have a look. Does it seem... I mean, if I whip the camera around a bit, it's a bit choppy, but that's choppy for me as well. I wonder if I can do anything about that. Let's have a look. Settings. Let's do... I think we would turn off VSync. And maybe nudge down post-processing as well. I guess okay, is this going to help any? Let's see. Somewhat, okay. To the menus! I know, okay. Right. Come along, John. Right, also, can I start interacting with folk? Hello? Can I bum a cigarette off you? It does look a little better, yeah. Right, do we have a run button? We do have a run button, right. Well, I guess I just need to go inside. Okay. So, yeah, back to...
Welcome to Il Palazzo Deluso, sir.
Well, you have a little circle on you, so I presume I can interact.
If you need something, sir, please inquire at reception.
Left click is interact.
If you need something, sir,
okay, that's it.
Please inquire at reception.
Welcome to Il Palazzo Deluso, sir. We just need your signature.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sinking City, Frogwares basically had their game stolen from them. So, unsurprisingly, they're self-publishing this one, so, you know.
Would you kindly sign these papers, sir?
There you are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you. I see it was reserved for 2 people. Would you like a second key?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good. Rooms are upstairs, sir. Welcome to Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
Alright. Well, first and foremost, we are definitely just going to poke around, see if we can annoy anybody. Anybody want to say anything? You know, we're looking for clues. We are the greatest detective ever. Though this is supposed to be Sherlock the early years. So is he technically, detective for hire at this point? Or is he just a annoying youth who's just walking around with a gun under his waistcoat? I mean, it's still still a bit framey, but like I said, like right at the start of the stream, these games tend to have a degree of jank to them, don't they? And plus, I could do with a better PC at this point as well. So yeah, none of these guys want to talk to us. Okay, right, fine. I guess we're going upstairs. Right, room 221. Early Sherlock or early Indiana Jones? That's 225. Well, I presume it's going to be down here somewhere then. That's 226. Okay, wrong side then. Okay, right, we need to go over here. I would say I don't know too much about early Sherlock to establish. And to be honest, young Indy, I mean, my whole thing was like the little bit that was in Last Crusade, the River Phoenix. It's portrayal.
I apologize, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps, in the meantime, you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight, the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Let's check what they have on offer.
Alright. Let's go grab a drink. Also, John,
Let's check what they have on offer.
oh, that's it. That's all you've got to say. Fair enough. To the bar!
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Didn't they have a series for him? You never saw it. Possibly. We're talking about Young Indy. Yeah, I think there was a series. I never watched it either.
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
Alright. Anything else?
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
It's not Benedict's Cumberbatch then. What's this?
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
The Incredible
Come on, it's not like
Luca
we've got anything better to
Galashi?
do.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galici's conducting
Galici,
a seance
sorry.
at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't.
Is this Robert Downey from Wish?
Just an open mind.
Possibly.
Huh. That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
Come now, Sherry. What did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Right, you got anything else to say other than about...
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone
Okay, time
loves
to check if
Benedict
John
spatch.
found us a nice
Our
table for
poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Right, where's John sitting? Is he hiding under the stairs? Right.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new Ursine.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
What do you have in mind? Well, that's my only option. Okay, well, fine.
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Why should I return it?
Deliver it to him. Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look.
Right, examine the cane, presumably. Right, okay.
The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon.
Okay, and...
A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows, or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place.
the grip.
The cane is made of ebony, it's worn uncared for, and bears the scars of numerous hits. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner.
Okay, fine.
All right. I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
Never ask the guests, ask the staff. They know things. Right.
Pardon, monsieur, but I am not in the mood to talk.
Right, well, we've established the Frenchman in the corner. What about you go too? No, no, no. Neither of you want to talk? Right, okay. What about the ladies here? Ladies? No. Okay, what about you? Okay. Sherlock can ask bystanders, press C to open casebook. X, and then speak with someone. Try to... Okay, cases. Lost cane. Cane is made of ebony wood with oddity carved bulb garlic. Yada, yada, yada. John wants to find the owner. Yep, okay. Right, well, we did the thing. Can't click anything else at the moment. John's diary. Don't know. That. Oh, actually. That's a pretty reasonable size map. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting all of that. Admittedly, it's showing a big map, but we're basically just going to keep popping into different places, aren't we? I think there's a little bit of wandering around, but are we literally... Can we go through every street? This is going to be fun to explore. Okay, right. We can change our wardrobe, of course. Let us play dress up. Although, I mean, it is a Sherlock thing to disguise oneself, isn't it? And of course we have the Mind Palace. But yeah. Table to spend the evening. John decided to look for a free table. Meeting medium. Back to Cordona. Right. Can I click on either of these? No, okay. I guess it's saying this mission is pinned and the people symbol is we need to go talk to people? Maybe? Okay. Pin the evidence. Oh, actually, pin evidence. Okay, so with X. I don't really have any evidence of it yet, so let's just do that. Press details for more. T for details. Okay. Indicates this. You must pin evidence to proceed. Press pin to the evidence. Okay. Accessory of a nobleman. Can you ask guests around who were previously sitting? Ah, okay. You've actually glowing then now.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'll help you, sir. You have my full attention.
There are 3 people at the table, a couple and a retired Navy officer. Well, it's going to be the retired Navy officer then, isn't it? Observers weren't sure what happened to the couple, but the Navy officer was seen going out to the front garden for some air. I have to find him.
Well, even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
Oh, these people
And
are...
would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Alright.
May I ask for your assistance?
Oh, sir, I'm afraid I don't know about that.
Do you know anything about this?
I'd tell you if I knew, but unfortunately, I don't.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or you
Can you
just
satisfy my
annoying these
curiosity?
people on purpose?
I cannot be of help, sir. Someone else might know better.
Okay, right. Well, we're just going to talk to everybody and see if we got anything else other than just go outside.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, but I've never heard of it.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or you
New
just
entries in
annoying
John's...
these
Okay.
people on purpose.
Right, John's diary. You think I know understand how Sherry's mind works. I could pick the right passerby to question, but they'd probably ignore me. Unless Sherlock changes tactics, we'll spend the next week seeking answers. There must be a better way to approach this. Sherlock keeps annoying passers-by, and thus is starting to annoy me. Why can't he ask the right questions? Retired Navy officer was sitting at the table. May own the cane or know who does. So they basically just saying go outside now. So yeah, we can speak to everybody, but the game is just saying go outside, will ya? Also, it was out the front. So there isn't like we can't go through any of these windows into. No. So yeah, I'm presuming we're just going out front. Where we came from. Press Q to concentrate and reveal details to identify your target. Don't forget to pin relevant evidence. Some clues won't be visible without it. Try to find former Navy officer. Yeah, that's us going into detective vision. Oh, okay. English secretary, far-sighted, affable, physician, lived on a ship. I guess it's a range thing, so if I was to get closer, can I not get this person? Okay. Okay. The pencil detective vision is a little annoying. Right, can I just go outside and... You don't look Navy, but... Welsh lawyer, retired military officer, friendly. Okay, right, well... Military, I guess.
Is this familiar to you?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
Navy officer, Mr. Rhodes, was sitting at our table with a noble couple. Men talked about yachting and the lady was fidgeting with the cane. Perhaps she put it aside and her husband forgot to take it when you went to meet the medium. Now I have a perfect excuse to enter the seance room. Okay.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
Yeah, because that's what the description just said.
Cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
Right. So I can expand with down. Give it back. Okay. Can I make that prompt go away? Because it is rather large and taking up a lot of space, isn't it? Is it? Do I need to do something with this? Right, we tick that, so... I guess not. I think that's just going to hang around there, isn't it? Right, so where was the medium? Did it say on the... Here. They are... Only today, right. Well, I mean, there's accoutrement here, so yeah, they're going to be in here, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Look where the crystal ball is. That's definitely where the charlatan is.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am? Hey, boy! That's my cane!
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made...
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Observation, my dear fellow. Oh, okay. Swollen reddish skin. Okay, I don't know how that's going to help. Rich and fashionable. Oh, why can I not look down for his knuckles? Move? Okay, there you go. Doesn't wear a wedding ring. What about the knuckles? Okay. Recently hit somebody with force? Well, it was the guy with the bleeding nose. Reddish face, expensive clothes. Judging by the heraldic emblem on the signet ring and the cane, fairly certain that this man is Lord Craven, a bored, rich English nobleman who travels around the Europe squandering his money. His florid face indicates that he has problems with alcohol, and he is still physically strong and healthy, but in a few years' time he'll be wretched. Being constantly drunk, he has issues with his temper. Red Knuckles revealed that he has severely beaten at least one person quite recently. Yeah, the guy with the bloody nose. His anger issues mixed with his alcohol and contrariate could make him a violent person. An ill Englishman on resort. Let's go with that. Judging by heraldic, I presume he's been taking boxing lessons to strengthen his physique. No, he's just bored. Let's go with that. Judging by... Yeah, accept.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything I needed to know. I was after a strong, middle-aged man with a keen interest in adventure, noble blood, and affection for strong drink. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. That's me, Lord Andrew Craven. You are the real medium. You hear that, Emma? Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this.
Tell me about the diamond.
How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a séance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Rajah, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty, and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
And what exactly happened at this séance?
You insist the medium robbed you during the séance. But what occurred exactly?
It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Ah, yes. Common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
Time to have a poke around then, I guess.
Stay here, and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
Right, 4 pieces of evidence updated. Okay, so let's check what we got. Galachi was hired by the Cravens. Summon believes that he had duplicitous robbery, impressed Lord Craven. And that's everything we've already got. Okay. So this is highlighting for some reason. Seems the seance went south. Don't know what happened yet, but okay, right. So we tick that. Right, I guess we're on the job. Press Z to highlight and interact areas in the environment around you. So Z is going to highlight bits. Yeah, okay. Right, John, him, that over there, the table, you, and the mirror. Okay. Well, let's check the table first, shall we? There's our ectoplasm.
This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm. The ghost was here,
There are light
Sherry.
traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
The wife's glass.
Half a glass of Balblair scotch and the remains of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need?
Can't look at the markings under the table, I guess. Concentrate helps you pick up smaller details about the world around you. When you see a scribbled white circle, press Q. Oval groove.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it. Half a glass of Balblair scotch
Okay,
and the
same
remains
again.
of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need?
Alright, anything else of note?
This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Right. That was that. But there was also the mirror. Is that my 5th piece of evidence?
Was this covered on purpose?
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave a mirror exposed during a seance. The spirits may become enraged.
Or someone may notice the trick they should not see. Quite a display for the tremulous visitor.
How can you not love this stuff, Sherry? It adds so much atmosphere to the room.
What they need is a rug. It really ties the room together, you see.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
I mean, there's one other piece of evidence. I presume it's just all at the table? The way it's indicating. So we did that. Did that. Did that. That. Ah.
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms.
We got Mind Palace clues then now. Okay, right. So we've got to go inside our Mind Palace. Ghosts of the past. Lady Craven faced the window. Moth pin. During the seance, Lady Craven place at the table was opposite the window in the courtyard. Am I... I don't think we are tying those together, are we? Can I unpin them? Yeah, I guess so. Also, what's the help say? Choose a current case, select a clue, combine it with a relevant one, get new evidence in your casebook, make a new deduction. Well, can I do those and then just see if there's a deduction to be had with these? Yeah, I don't think those two are tied together, are they? Right. Anything else? Right, let's talk to the woman.
Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. The feebleness of women.
Really, Sherry? Poor thing.
Barely conscious, friendly.
Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. The feebleness of women.
Anything else in queue?
Find the stone, Mr. Holmes, and quickly.
Right, well, I guess we're talking to him.
What happened here?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
Are any spirits here now?
Do you feel the presence
of
any
other than the
supernatural
booze on the
entities at
table?
moment?
Are you joking, sir? My nose is broken, this maniac wants to kill me, and you're asking about the spirits?
I suppose this can wait. I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But the stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can reason with him? Please?
Seems like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
Right, you want me to go in. Can I have a look through this window? Because I feel like there's extra... Ooh, actually, yeah, there is. What's this?
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. Could one man even lift it?
At Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
It's saying all evidence is done, but I've got a feeling there's probably something out here. Because it is saying about looked through the window. Anything shimmering in detective vision? I mean, there's a note on the wall floor. Yeah, there you go. A honey plotter's note. Angie, looks like the old man is losing it. His beehives have been ransacked. Okay, so this is not relevant. His bees are going down one by one. I don't think there's much honey left in staying with this swarm, if you catch my drift. Meet me at the docks at noon. We'll do it together. So that's a symbol for something else also. You right there, son? You are just a random NPC. Okay. Okie dokie, right. Well, we need to go into our mind palace. You've got nothing
Thank you
else.
for helping us
No,
resolve the
just that.
situation, sir.
Nothing else around.
Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Okay, right. Mind palace time. I guess it is just those two notes then. Oh, no, here we go. Pointed across the table. Yes, there we go. And that. Courtyard witness. Lady Craven was pointing at the window. I'm sure she saw something in the courtyard during the seance. That's what I went out to look for. Someone in the courtyard. Are we supposed to pin this with X, aren't we, or something? There's a holder where the diamond was kept. Cigarette butt. Oh, okay. Just the things we collected from that. Medium's testimony. Yeah, okay, so...
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
Ah, I hope it was the ghost of the Raja.
Right, there we go. Go Q, and then we can... Something's stuck. Right, can I pick it up then? It's a heel.
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
I'm reserving judgment. Use your keen eye to follow the trail.
Tracks one's movements. First pin the relevant evidence to the screen, then enter concentration mode. Okay, so we have to go into this. Relevant evidence. I guess that is pinned, isn't it? Yes. I believe this is pinned, so Then we go to concentration mode. I mean, there's this weird dotted line, so yeah, well. I presume we're just going in here. There we go. There be a broken heel.
Size 4 with a broken heel. Rose D'Amour. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
So, definitely not the ghost of a Raja? Unless... No, what a shame.
Our witness was a nosy maid. Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids can help us find her.
Right, we need to go find ourselves a maid. Conveniently, there's one here.
May I ask for your assistance?
Oh, yes. I can tell you everything, sir.
Staff said that Lucia, I guess, possibly, got a scolding from Chief Steward for wearing common shoes at work. She should be cleaning near the pictures upstairs now. Okay. Someone in the courtyard. Oh, no, this is that courtyard. Right, pictures upstairs, which was, I believe, round... Not there, but it was through this bit? Actually, that's uncovered now. There you go. Okay, so you, maybe. Also, can I see the picture?
This painting looks authentic, but it's just a talented imitation.
Right. Do you have common shoes? Yes, you do.
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
I'll go with a lie, sure.
I'm a novelist documenting the supernatural and those who witness it. Now, should you take a starring role in the tale, I will need your name.
Oh my. A book? And you want to include me? I'm Lucia Saletta.
Something went wrong during the seance, Lucia, but no one will tell me what happened. You would be a valuable interview if you were there.
I was, and I saw everything with my own eyes.
What did you see, my dear?
Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest. A glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost. A sickly, evil thing.
Anything else?
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
You lied to the poor girl, Sherry. What a tease. She'll dream about being a character of that book.
Surely a pleasant dream is better than no dream at all, John.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene.
Yep.
I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
Let's head in there then. Oh, there's a glowy
Lady
thing.
Craven retired to her room to rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
Right, I've got to... Oh, we're having to lie down. Okay, fair enough. With enough clues, Sherlock can use imagination to reconstruct the past, interact with the node to begin, and recreate an accurate version of events here to try and place the seance participants. Okay. So I guess we start with that. I guess I just get all the things. You're there. Why are they dueling with chairs? Can I toggle that one off? Nope. Yes, okay, right. Those three. Yes. That seems worth validating, because he was sat there, you were there, yeah. I guess we validate this?
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window. Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
Right, I believe 26 was round here? 25, and then it was the next one along, wasn't it? So we did poke our head in this direction.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember?
Okay, gossip can help you investigate or even discover a new one. So don't hesitate to eavesdrop on people. When you see an ear... Okay, so am I too close? I guess I need to be slightly further away and then I can eavesdrop?
Lady Craven is not who she seems.
Arouse suspicions of the maids. Lots of guests this summer. Let's disregard you. Son's bad acquaintance. Cannot use a fish knife. Let's do that. Let's disregard that. Price is rising again. A lady would know how to use a knife.
Lady Craven.
All we get is Lady Craven.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behaviour in the hall.
So it's the fish knife, isn't it? I presume. A true lady.
Lady Craven is not who she seems.
Let's disregard you. Disregard you. Made her husband drunk. Yes. Lots of guests this summer. No. Was on the lookout. Yes. Bad acquaintance. Cannot use a fish knife. I overheard two staff members talking about Lady Craven. They gossiped about that the woman may not be the wife of Lord Craven. By their observation, she was on the lookout during the evening while trying to get Lord Craven drunk. They also noticed that the lady was unsure how to properly use a fish knife. Right. She's a thief! Right.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please, help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You are the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
And was your wife with you?
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting.
Where was the medium?
Is Mr. Galici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason.
And where did you go next?
Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand.
What next?
So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has passed and you already have yourself a murder mystery, Sherlock. Why am I not surprised?
Let us examine the evidence. Strangulation?
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises. This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted.
2 or 3, and anything else? Well, I guess we have to. Anything else? Send me something else. What am I missing? Well, we did that. We did the strangulation. Is it because I need to tag a thing first before? Might have to tag something. Oh, is that? That was just the strangul. Is that different? Is this the?
Strangled with bare hands.
No, that's still the
judging by
strangulation. I
bruises.
wondered whether it's the necklace, possibly. Also, is taking the cutlery. That would be a thing if I could like click on it. Okay. Murderer didn't take the diamond. No, clearly not. Can I click from here? No, I still get shoved around to there. So we have this limited point of view. So I can't, like, examine anything else. I can see. I have this. This is the extent of my view. Unless there's anything else on this.
This must be the missing diamond.
Yeah, it's just that as the
Tremendous
explanation.
Specimen, now forever tainted.
So there's limited things we can interact with. It's that and that. I can't see the third one we're supposed to be tagging. I would imagine it, like the fork in her bag? Going through her handbag would probably be a thing. But there's nothing else obvious about. I would imagine, like, checking, you know, the eyes and stuff like that. What's on her hands? But no, none of that can be done. I'm not doing full-on forensics. It's only when the reticle does that thing we can interact with something. Now, I don't seem to be having that, even though there's a third thing I'm supposed to be able to see from here. I think we're supposed to, like, go through evidence, tag a thing, aren't we? Is there stuff in the Mind Palace? Mothpin, Emma was strangled. I guess unless we do that and that. See what that does. No, it's just the courtyard witness again, so I guess those aren't connected. There you go. Right, there's a thing. Murderer left the diamond. Whoever killed Emma left the diamond beside her. Lord Craven caught Emma with the stone. Returned to room just as Diamond was hiding. Yep. These are options. I mean, we do know he has a temper. Let's see if that's a thing. Because we can always change our mind. Let's just see if this activates, like, being able to gather another piece of evidence. Because, I mean... What's that? I thought it was in Q. Ordinary, weak locks, cheap brass.
Simple lock.
Saying it's easy to pick. So that's not the evidence we were looking for. Hidden compartment. Too shallow. False bottom.
Aha. A neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this?
Okay, so we've got more stuff here. There you go. Come on, where's the thing? There you go, there's the thing.
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
Anything else? Should be 2 of 5 here.
Fard Rouge.
Okay, so it's just the same
Mascara, a
2.
real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
Apparently there's another 3 things here. Is it in detective vision?
Several £1,000s, that's
Okay.
quite a fortune.
Ah, there we go. There's a blip there for a moment, wasn't there? Ah, there you go.
Virtus Audacta Sapit. Courage tastes bold. A unique family motto.
4 of 5. Right, there's one more thing. One more question. Yeah, we're going Columbo instead. Up the crest. Okay, we did all those. That. Ah, moth pin.
This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar.
The mystery deepens. A
There you go.
victim with a checkered past and poor taste.
Well, the moth pin and the moth ring. So we can pin those together, can't we? Moth ring, moth pin. Luke and Emma could have met before. Luca and Emma both have jewelry with the same moth design. Could have be something in common. Does that do anything different? Probable thief. Lone servant in the science room told me the Craven's room is 226. Curious maid. Lies dead. Door between the rooms has a cheap lock. Found a pile of money and family ring hidden in the stash amongst Miss Emma's perfumes. Can I just go next door? Can I pick the lock myself? No. Okay. There's a third thing here, isn't there? I mean, there's that.
This must be the missing diamond.
We're still saying get the same
Tremendous
prompt.
specimen, now forever tainted. This must be the missing diamond.
Yeah.
A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted. Strangled with bare hands, judging by
Yeah,
the
it's still the
bruises.
strangulation one, so it's everything around the throat there is all the same thing. Was it getting a... I was getting a bit of a shuffle? Was it just that, though? It might be. There's a third thing here. Why can't I go through her purse?
strangled with bare hands.
See, it's still a
judging by the
strangulation, so
bruises.
it's definitely nothing to do with, like, the necklace, whatever symbol that might be on it. I don't get anything else. Do I have to do more stuff with the Mind Palace shit? What other clues do we have that we can put together? Lock can be easily picked and Emma was strangled. Does that give us anything? Just that and that, potentially. Nope. Nope. It is next door. I mean, my other deductions, can I... They do know each other. I mean, we kind of need to go next door and have a word with him, don't we? But there is something else here. I just can't, like, see what we're supposed to be clicking on. Whether we have to have a clue or something. No.
I am needed elsewhere.
There's more evidence. Let's see if we can go next door. No. Okay. Right, so we can only interact with shit in that room. So there is another thing, but it's from this fixed angle. We did the diamond, we did her throat. Presumably I need to have something else tagged in the Mind Palace to activate a thing where we can do this, because it might be a circle thing. Oh no, I can move slightly. There you go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I had to move.
Everything was tipped
sidestep.
onto the bed as if it was searched.
I think she stole the stone.
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
Right. Now can I combine the cleared out purse and the diamond? No. Now you're saying I can go next door. Can I go through here? No. Okay, can I go round here? Let's have a look. No. Okay. How's Sherlocking going? All right. There's a few like little control things I could be clearer, I would say. Doesn't fit with the other jewelry. I feel like, can we X that to some stuff? It's the thing about, like, if we do that, we can see other things occasionally. If it's pinned. Nope. Yeah, because we did the 3 of 3. Nothing else is going to show up now. Okay. get the feeling there's still one more thing we're supposed to look for. One question, one answer. Bravo, Sherry. I've never doubted Sherry would be get what we needed from those gossipers. Does Sherry always know exactly what to do to get the answer? And that's documents. Any plotters? Oh, okay, from the random thing I found out in the courtyard. What if I was to pin that? Does it make any difference? I mean, if I did that and that, does that... Apparently I can't tie those two together. What's help going to give us? Right. Select a clue, combine it with something else, new evidence. I don't think I'm getting new evidence, am I? That's locked. Let's go towards he caught her, but I mean, it is a cheap lock next door. Right. We need to provide some evidence. Probable thief. When the spirit appeared, there was chaos. Lady Craven screamed. Curious maids. I guess we're using this as our evidence. Let me select it.
Get
Sure.
to the point, Mr. Holmes.
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? It's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week.
Can I unselect things?
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself, was she not dead already?
Alright. 2 evidence pieces have been updated. Right, okay, so a thing's been updated. Doesn't recognize ring. And what have you got, John? I've never doubted Sherry. Right, we've got more stuff for the Mind Palace. Emma was stealing from Lord Craven. That and that. Yeah, not getting anything new, are we? We do that and push that towards... Oh no. That. Go with the clues. Emma was definitely stealing from him. Unless we can now go speak to the medium. Nope.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
Right, let's go. Head next door. Can we get in next door? We want to question the other witnesses. No. Okay, fair enough. I presume I'm just supposed to get more, you know, not confessions.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Yeah, we know about the ring. What else am I supposed to be futzing with here? Not quite sure what it wants us to do next. As you can probably tell from the aimless wandering around and saying, I don't know what we need to do next. I think we're supposed to combine these, aren't we? But it doesn't seem to want to combine shit to come up with a conclusion. I think the red out means it... No, that's not what you are after. So we're missing another piece of evidence. One would expect from possibly, you know, going and speaking with the other witness. You know, the one that's next door through the cheap lock. What if I was to go into that, pin the ring? Is that a thing? And then we do... I can't like look at her hand to see if the ring would be placed on her hand. No. So it's not that. I'm certainly missing a piece of evidence to pin stuff together.
Do something about it, Holmes.
I am getting anything else from him.
I did not do it. You know that.
So I feel like we should go down to the bar to see where he was through all this.
Someone was not happy with his post.
I read them. Dear sir, I have to inform you that the theft investigation continues. However, the ring has not yet been found. We had to free Elo Dupont, the servant, as we were unable to find any evidence of his participation in the crime. We will inform you of any progress in this case. Lieutenant Gavray of the Marseille Police. Stolen ring. Okay.
Someone was not happy with his post.
Anything else? Oh, there you go. Lord Craven, you promised me compensation for the gross misconduct in order to cover the cost of my treatment and quell the scandal. Yet I have not received a penny. You know that I lost my job after your false accusations. Now, even after my innocence has been proven, I can't return to work because of my hand injury. If you continue to ignore me, I shall be forced to appeal to the court. Right, so he beat up somebody else falsely. I'm not piecing anything else together. So, what is there in here? New bits of evidence? There you go. Thief framed the servants. Nope. Oh, there we go. There's our new one. Emma had a history of deceit. Emma was a thief, but made Lord Craven believe that the servants were stealing. She'd done it throughout the trip. There you go. That was the thing we needed to pin together. Luca could know Emma was a thief. If their paths crossed in the past, Luca could well know Emma's predilection for thievery. Medium Luca Galacci could have known Emma was a thief, that she was trying to frame him for her crime. If I switch that to that, do we get a different thing? No, I guess not. Okay, I guess that's our bits of evidence together.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Okay, right, so what now? Presuming Galacci was involved.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate.
You're showing documents about that. Yeah. Okay. Am I supposed to pin one of these? Hidden jewels. If I was to pin that, do I get...
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Right. Like I said, short of, you know, us speaking with somebody else, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do next. Definitely nothing else to poke at, I don't think.
Someone was not happy with his post.
We did all that. There's nothing else here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else to interact with. I think we're still missing a thing. But, I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, we collected all the evidence from this. We know there's the cheap lock. Is it more Mind Palace shit? What if it was that and that? Yeah, there we go. Is an unstable man who cannot manage his anger. There you go. So if we did... No, the other way. Truth enraged Lord Craven. Lord Craven was furious when he discovered Emma had stolen from him. What other clues do we have? That and that. No, those two do not want to go together. Right. Do we get anything else out of you with the assumption that you were in the room?
Do something about it, Holmes.
Nope.
I did not do it. You know that.
I don't know what the fuck you want me to do next. I mean, that feels like it's further down the track, but I'm guessing we're missing something on this side? Does feel like it a little, doesn't it? So I don't know what. There's another piece of evidence somewhere to combine with one of those. Maybe a couple. So I don't know what we're supposed to be prodding. One would think it's something to do with, you know, being able to break through from here. So you would imagine going next door. You know what? It did say about reception desk, so I'm just going to go downstairs. Maybe it's we need to go to the reception desk so we can get a key. So do we have a specific piece of evidence we're supposed to have in hand for that? Don't think we'll just have that continue to be pinned then. I guess that one is at the moment, isn't it? So if I unpin you, that I guess. Right, does the
give me the key to Luca Galici's room. I need to talk to him about the events of the séance.
I suppose you are an impartial outsider. All right, but please do not give it to Lord Craven. We do not want to see our reputation damaged further.
Awkward. They still don't know what a nasty surprise awaits upstairs.
Hush. No need to cause another ruckus. The last thing we want is the police to come meddling.
Right. Now we can go speak to him. Right. I have a few questions.
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the séance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
Let us observe, shall we? Used a lot of makeup, so scratches. Took a heavy blow. Probably from the punch earlier. Skinny seems malnourished. Trained in sleight of hand. Oh, further down still. Fresh scratches, slightly bleeding. Former thief became a medium. Medium is down on his luck. No, he's definitely a former thief. He uses makeup to hide possible jail tattoos, fresh scratches and scrapes, recent short fight, as opposed to what was the other option? Sure, I'm going to go with that.
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits prefer clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man. But I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk.
Tell me about your scratches.
Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
I mean, is there...
I need to go.
Anything else? I want to check the lock in here. No, I've got Mind Palace shit, though, I can do.
Do you always travel with your books, Mr. Galici?
I do. In my line of work, one needs resources available to help deal with the unpredictable and unworldly.
Oh, look, ectoplasm.
A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the seance table, but this time, there's enough for analysis.
Use clues to examine chemical. Right. Go into a case book, highlight the evidence, press E to start analysis. Right, okay. We can analyze chemically. Available reagents. That, and that. This thing has 3 of those and 2 of those, so I guess I'm supposed to do that and that. Link? Sure. Help. What do you want me to do? Drag 2 reagents, drag out operation. Okay, so I physically have to drag these things around. Right, that and that. Let's reset completely. Yes. Right. That and that. Drag them out. Drag an operation. Oh, okay. Link them to operation. Oh, okay, okay. So I'm supposed to drag you there. Okay. So right. I do this and this. So that. Link with that. I guess. That. Link with that. Not seeing anything. Am I supposed to draw lines? I kind of feel like I'm supposed to draw a line to it. Yeah. Hold to link? Ah, no, yeah, I literally have to hold. Okay. I was holding on it as opposed to the drag line. Alright. Reaction shows that it is rubber latex mixed with phosphorus. As much as the chemical element is dangerous to hold in the mouth, it is quite disappointed. I expected to find something trickier.
My faith in this medium has burst, just like a rubber balloon.
Dear Luca, I hope you will have time to visit our estate and perform another seance, since I was able to speak to my husband through you. Excuse me. Where was I? Husband through you. I feel my life has changed completely. I cannot wait until we speak. I speak to him again. I'm anxious for your visit, Countess Lamore.
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
Or weapons and defenses against visitors from the great beyond.
I mean, prestidigitation or thaumaturgy.
Someone is.
Which is the better spell?
Can you blame the man? I'd say he's not ordering enough.
Right. Anything else seem out of the ordinary? I know we can do Mind Palace shit again. So we should do that before we finish off, because it is 6 o'clock, and this is where I was going to wrap up. So Mind Palace stuff. Rough servants, fresh scratches. That and that feel like they should go together. There we go. That was our other side. Emma scratched Luca. Emma left scratches on Luca's hands whilst fighting. Other clues? That and that definitely can be combined. Lock between the two hotel rooms was weak. Luca could pick it easily. Is the murderer. Emma tried to frame Luca the medium for her theft of the diamond. In revenge, he killed her. Bring Luca to justice. Help Luca Galacci escape. Luca fought for his life. Given his checkered past, if he was arrested, nothing could save him from the death sentence, and Emma knew it. I will not stop him from fleeing to start a new life. Luca Galacci is a murderer. He couldn't stop himself from killing Emma, even though he could have told the police everything. Right, well, I guess we're going down this route, aren't we? Switch conclusions? No, we're going to go with that. Because, I mean, what were the other clues? We've got fresh scratches. No, that's not going to work. Okay, this is giving our options. We're left by servants. That doesn't help that track. But that does. Switch collusions. What if we just want to bring him to justice? Okay, well, I guess we just set this one and then we go and speak with the guy next door. Presumably. Or do I speak with you? Ah, no, I can... No, you provide me some evidence. Go on, then. Yeah, the ectoplasm.
Do you realize just how dangerous it is to hold phosphorus in the mouth?
I beg your pardon?
I'll bet it makes your rubber balloons glow impressively in the dark, but you'll regret it when the hypertension and vomiting sets in.
You mock my talents, sir. You shouldn't be so flippant about things beyond your earthly understanding. How ignorant one must be to compare a spirit's ectoplasm with balloons.
It was merely a word of caution. We both know how match factory workers look after several years on the job.
What else do we have? Letter of invitation? Sure, we'll have a look.
Sorry, that's beyond my expertise. This object simply isn't resonating with me. The spirits are silent, and so am I.
Stolen ring?
The spirits are silent, and so am I.
Let's do the moth design.
That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galacci. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common theme in jewellery.
Let's have a look if that actually dinged anything.
I need to go.
Ring with a moth design. Probably not. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else. Okay, let's do accusations then. Come on.
Luca Galacci, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
Locks can be picked.
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
You knew she was a thief.
It's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I don't know what you're talking about. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives.
Confess! Confess, I say!
Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out. But yes, I killed her, I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too, but only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those snobs. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
I guess we just got to bring him to justice.
Murder is murder, Luca.
Yep.
You could have told Lord Craven the truth and seen Miss Emma's downfall, but you could not restrain yourself.
He would never believe me.
We will never know. Still, perhaps a jury will be more easily swayed. If not, you'll get to see your friends in jail again soon.
We'll meet again, Holmes. I will get you, in this life or the next. Get your hands off me.
He murdered the woman who put him in jail. Should we be worried?
Fear not, John. Unlike Miss Emma, I will see him coming.
And I guess that's the case closed. And that's where we wrap up for the day. Once we get out of the loading screen, that is. Okay, now I can press any button, sorry. There we go.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing.
You spent like 8 hours last night playing it. You're loving it, are you?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything. Even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
Ah, figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Ah, damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
So I take it John is basically a result of opium hallucinations, because we know Sherlock, as written, was basically a heroin fiend. But that's, like I said, is where we'll call it for the day. So let me head back to the main. And jump on back.